Protecting You, Protecting Me addresses curriculum issues in our health curriculum, in our science curriculum. It addresses curriculum issues in our language arts curriculum. It's not an add-on. It's a complement to what we're doing.
Protecting You, Protecting Me, or PYPM, is a classroom-based alcohol prevention and vehicle safety curriculum for elementary students in grades 1 through 5. It is a program of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and State Farm Insurance is the national sponsor. The curriculum is based on the latest brain information and the impact of alcohol on the developing brain. Children learn through PYPM about their brains and how to protect themselves.
It works, I believe, because we're utilizing students to talk to students.
Teaching PYPM has just been a great chance for all of us to be leaders in our community. And I think it's really important that these kids are getting this information about the developing brain and alcohol because they're not getting it anywhere else. And if they don't know it now, they're not going to know the consequences of their decisions later.
The youth-led model of Protecting You, Protecting Me has been designed to provide high school students the opportunity to do service learning in their school and community. They not only go into the elementary school to deliver the Protecting You, Protecting Me curriculum, but they go out into the community and do presentations on the impact of alcohol on the developing brain.
I've seen where it was one less thing for the counselor to have to go in and teach the health curriculum separately, for the PE coaches to teach the health. And when I go in now to do guidance, if I present a lesson, it's so nice to hear them say, oh, well, Miss Morgan and Miss Tricia taught us about that already. Let me tell you about it. So it's just been a wonderful experience.
It made it really easy for us because part of what we do is we go into the elementary schools and we teach lessons anyway. And Protecting You, Protecting Me was an avenue that we could use lessons that were already prepared, lessons that were well designed, so we didn't have to create those. We could go into the schools and we could use the script from Protecting You, Protecting Me, and the students would have experience teaching lessons that were prepared by professionals, and they would have all the different aspects of how to teach a really good lesson.
Protecting You, Protecting Me is an evidence-based program that is being tested in schools all across the country and provides solid proof that it prevents or reduces alcohol use.
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I actually make an impact on somebody, and maybe all the stuff I've taught the kids, they'll use it in the future, and it'll make me feel good. It makes me feel good.
It's important for my students to have Protecting You, Protecting Me because at this age they are already being bombarded with messages from TV and online, messages about alcohol and tobacco, and they need to know how to make good choices and how their body works, and that if they don't make good choices, then there'll be negative effects.
I make the world a better place.
For many of our children, we don't necessarily know the effect that Protecting You, Protecting Me has had on their lives. We don't hear the day-to-day story of the child who may be getting in the car with the impaired driver, but they had the lesson, and so they know where to sit.
When I talk to some of my friends about how alcohol affects your brain, they just pretty much just blow it off and act like they've heard it all before, but once you really start to bring out the facts and the science behind it, they really start to understand and see how it actually does affect your brain.
It's a complete comprehensive program with everything provided, so why wouldn't you do it?
If you wait until you're at high school before you begin to address alcohol use or drug use, you've waited too long.